Hello YouTube, I'm Ravetrooper, and this is my Elite Suction Cup Dart knockoff review. So I found these darts about a month ago on eBay, and I looked all over Nerf Haven and Google just trying to find somebody else who had bought these and done a review, kind of a yay or nay thing on them. And I couldn't find anything. Because I was able to get them for so cheap, I decided that it would be a good idea to just get some and then do a review for myself. Keep in mind that this is my first video review of anything, so feel free to leave any feedback to help me to improve for future videos. Alright, so on to my review. I purchased these for $6 US from an eBay seller named Eforso. I think that's how you pronounce it. They come in base units of 10, such as this. The deal that I got was $6 for 15 of these, so a total of 150 darts. That's about half the cost of a Nerf brand 30-pack of their Elite Suction darts. I did some more searching and I was able to find two more eBay sellers who also sell these in large packs, not just the little 10 packs like this. I will have links to those sellers and any more that I find in the future in the description of this video. Another thing to note is that since I purchased these a month ago, I went back and looked and noticed that the price had actually gone up. Not significantly. Now it's like $9 and change for a 150 pack like this, or $11.99 for a 200 pack. So the darts themselves came like this, shipped in a bubble mailer, which I was a little worried about because there isn't any actual like hard plastic packaging to protect them from getting squashed. And I did notice that on a few of the darts, the ends on here were just a little pinched. But I got these, it was last week, and they've actually all poofed out again, just sitting here in the package. That actually ties into my next point, which is the actual quality of the foam. If you can see here, the foam is very dense, in fact more dense than stock Nerf dart foam. The quality of the gluing and the placement of the tips on the darts is extremely consistent. I've heard things about the Koosh darts and other knockoff darts where the tip pieces were slightly off center. That was something that I was worried about with these, but I have yet in this massive pile of 150 darts to find one that was not consistently placed. In terms of the material of the tip, it's a little bit different than the Nerf suction darts. It's more like the material from the suction cups that you would find on like those little hanging racks that you put in your shower, that kind of plasticky translucent material. The color is pretty cool too. They're like this fluorescent salmon color, and because they're translucent, just having daylight shine through them leaves this cool little glowing ring. If you fire these under black or blue light, they light up like crazy and it's super fun to play with. Also, comparing these to the Elite Suction darts, these tips are about 1/16 of an inch wider than these. The tips being bigger actually solves one complaint that I found with the Elite Suctions that people were having, is that they wouldn't stick as well as the old micro suction darts. When traveling at high velocities out of modified blasters, they tend to bounce off of the targets more than actually stick to them. I think that these darts solve that in that the suction cup is just a little bit wider and the material is a little bit stronger and thicker. That means that when this is fired at something, it's going to absorb more of the impact and is more likely to stick to that surface. Another thing to note is that the gluing quality of these dart tips surpasses that of stock Nerf Elite darts by a lot. And in fact, in a stress test, I pulled on this really hard, and then I applied the same pressure to an Elite dart to see what would happen. These broke, these didn't. And that is partially due to the fact that I want to call it the dart tip stem, extends farther down into the rest of the dart than a standard Elite dart. In fact, it's about twice as long. It has a lot more contact area with the foam, so the adhesion is going to be much better. Also, on the dart tip, these just go straight, whereas the Nerf brand ones have this little taper to them. With these, I've noticed firing in my modified Strife that tiny bits of foam will be shaved off of the front as it gets fed into the flywheels. So eventually, if I fire them enough, they'll look like this, but if that bugs you, then don't use these in flywheel guns. Springers, however, I've had no problem or damage to these darts in any way. They're very well made, very high quality, and I would definitely recommend checking these out. So I'll show you a brief firing demo. So I'm going to be aiming for this silly little paper target I just drew. Alright, so I'm about 12 feet away from the target, and I'm just going to aim and fire these darts off. Sorry the range test wasn't from like super far away. I would do it outside, but it's way windy, so that would totally throw a wrench in the works of trying to demonstrate the accuracy of these. So if you couldn't tell already, my overall opinion of these is very high in comparison both to the Nerf suction darts and the Elite darts. You get something that surpasses the quality of Nerf darts in every way for half the cost. I will be putting links in the description to where you can buy these for yourself. Be sure to subscribe for more Nerf videos and give me any suggestions or feedback you have. Thanks so much for watching!